All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Last Ride Podcast. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're watching it on YouTube, man. On the road, for that channel, bro, I can't say 1K, bro, because I'm nowhere near 1K. I'm going to say road to 500 on that channel, man. But if you want to see these episodes live and ask me questions, man, make sure y'all come fuck with the Twitch MC13 underscore. You can be a part of the pod, have your questions pop up on the screen, things of that nature, man. Tap in. But today we're gonna be going over yesterday's scores. There was 11 NBA total games yesterday, and there's one main thing that happened that's really the only thing that I give a fuck about. And y'all probably know what it is if y'all been tapped in with me watching the episodes. But let's just get into the first game here. We had Detroit Pistons go against the Utah Jazz, 114-103. Yeah, the days of Utah getting wins right now this season is probably over with. Walker Kessler is injured. He's gonna be getting season-ending surgery on his shoulder. I believe he tore or broke something in his. I forgot the name of the labrum in his shoulder or something like that. Then the Cavs beat the 76ers, and Darius Garland's return, man, beat the 76ers 132-121, which is what I needed. I needed that. Now the 76ers dropped to the 6th seed. Hold on. We gonna get into some other shit that's going on too, but yeah. So the 76ers is nowhere near here. Now it's Detroit that's on the Bulls bumper for that first seed. We play Detroit in like less than a week, I believe. So I know Detroit plays tomorrow against the Nets. Brooklyn, I need y'all to whoop their ass, man. I need y'all to whoop their ass, because we probably gonna lose tomorrow against Giannis, bro. I ain't gonna bad. But then we had the 2B game of the night, man. The Nets versus the Pacers. The Nets get their first win of the season and beat the Pacers 112-103. Michael Porter Jr. had like 31 points in that game. Shout out to him. The Celtics beat the Wizards 136-107. I believe Anthony Edwards was cleared to play this game. I don't know if he played actually. He did. He played 20. They let him play 29 minutes. They only had 2 points though. The Knicks beat them 137-114. 2 points, 29 minutes. Whoa, why is this backwards? Well, since when did they flip the stats? The points are usually in the right hand side. He had 15 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds. When the fuck did they flip this? Now I gotta check my other reactions, bro, because now I might have been giving wrong stats out to people, bro. But yeah, fuck the Knicks. The Rockets defeat the Memphis Grizzlies 124-109. Man, KD out there talking crazy to the Memphis fans, talking crazy. Ja Morant dad, man. We gonna talk about that Ja Morant shit too a little bit towards the end of the video, man. Stay tuned. The Pelicans need to stop winning games. The Pelicans just won against the Dallas Mavericks, bro. 101-99. The Dallas Mavericks, it's time to wrap it up, bro. I'll see y'all next season, man. Y'all had high expectations coming to the season, but obviously y'all need fucking Kyrie Irving. So just wrap this shit up. Play your third unit. Get a pick if you own your first pick, bro, or try to trade back to get your pick back or something. I don't even know, man. But wrap this shit up. Denver Nuggets beat the Miami Heat 122-112. Not much to talk about there. Lakers beat the Spurs 118-116 to give them their second loss of the season, third loss, second loss of the season. The fact that you could be 5-2 in the Western Conference, that puts you in the 5th fucking seed, is kind of crazy. Not gonna lie. Then we got the Timberwolves losing their first game of the season to the Trailblazers, man. Shout out to the fucking Trailblazers. Get them weak ass motherfuckers out the way, man. Get them out of there, chat. Then we got the game of the fucking night, chat. The game of the night the Sacramento Kings beat my Golden State Warriors, but I'm not mad or frustrated at all. Both teams had players that were out, their star players that were out, but that shit don't fucking matter. Play the Clippy. Play the Clippy. Russell Westbrook gets his 204 career triple-double yesterday against my Golden State Warriors, man. Play the fucking clip. Give me that three. Give me that three, Westbrook. Yeah. Hold on, let me lower it. We don't give a fuck about the audio. Yeah, get to the lane. Get to the lane. Bro, they try to tell me Westbrook was washed, bro. When I was over here defending Westbrook, saying there's no way he doesn't make the NBA, make an NBA team. When I said NBA, I said NBA. When I said Westbrook is still a top point guard in this league, still a starting point guard in this league, y'all talked to me like I was, and looked at me like I was fucking crazy. Hoop out, give me another three. Give me another three. He's shooting like 40% from three this season, chat. Come on now, give me another one. Give me another one. Heat check. Come on. Fuck you talking about? Back down. Midi pool. Give me that. I need that. Yo, good pass. Yeah. Westbrook, another one. Give me that. Needs that. You know you don't get that rebound. Come on now. You know he's getting that damn rebound. Man. If you like basketball, bro, there's no way in hell you don't like Russell Westbrook, man. He goes out there and plays at 150% every single fucking night. He plays like it's his last fucking game every single night, man. Look at the energy, man. Like, this is the guy that's on a vet minimum right now, bro. And the play that seals the game. He's on a vet minimum playing better than guys who's getting paid $30, $40 million a year, bro. Shout out to fucking Westbrook, the fucking GOAT. I ain't got much left to say about that, bro. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all really try to doubt that man, bro. Y'all try to doubt that man. 23, 10, and 16. DeMar DeRozan had 25 along to go with that. Malik Monk had 21, man. Shout out to them. Will Richard had a career high 30 points. John Kuminga 24. Porzingis had 14. Moses Moody had 26. I don't think, bro, on some real G shit, considering that Curry didn't play, Jimmy Butler didn't play, and Curry, Jimmy, and Draymond didn't play, you should have sat Al Horford out and just say he has some knee soreness or something, bro. Because we have a lot of back-to-backs coming up within the next 3 weeks. And Al Horford obviously isn't going to play in one of those back-to-back games across those 3 weeks. Well, not like he's going to miss some games in the next 3 weeks, bro. Just put it like that. So I'd rather have him rest up to play a back-to-back than play a random-ass game against Sacramento Kings and everybody's hurt, bro. Like, the shit just don't make sense to me what they're doing with Al Horford. Yeah, bro, I generally don't understand it, bro. I literally don't. But let's look at something else real quick. Ja Morant. All right, let's look into it, chat. Let's look into it. We gotta talk about it. Damn, all these pop-ups is kind of crazy though. But Ja Morant has obviously been frustrated with what's been going on in Memphis. He's been having problems with the coaching staff. You feel me? They really haven't been a contender team since Dillon Brooks was on there and Desmond Bane, that little run against the Warriors and shit. Then he got injured. Then from there, he had the little suspension. Then he's been getting injured. They've been getting rid of coaches. Got rid of Desmond Bane. whole team's been injured for the last couple years as well. But yeah, since getting eliminated from the Warriors, they really haven't had shown any potential to show that they're still a contending team and to show that they're still a great team in the Western Conference, man. It's pretty much been a lot of downhill battles, man. And I said last year that it's time for John Morant to move on, and motherfuckers looked at me like I was crazy. Now I'm 100% sold on John Morant leaving the Memphis Grizzlies. I think it's time. I think he outgrew Memphis, bro. I think he's too big of a star to be in Memphis, man. A small organization that really just not gonna do anything to help bring this team where it needs to be and to be at championship aspirations. So, in my personal opinion, it just makes sense for them to move on while his value is still high, because I feel like John Morant is one injury away from it looking spooky, man, because he gets injured every year. He gets injured every year lately, so I would trade him while his market's high. I see a lot of trade John Morant for Trae Young straight up. The money makes sense. Da 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 da. They're both unhappy in their situations. You know, Atlanta Hawks gotta try to decide if they're gonna extend Trae Young or not. Trae Young wants an extension, but they're trying to say he's not worth the same amount that Trae Young wants. So they've been having money problems over there on that side. The Atlanta Hawks really aren't doing anything as of late until this year to try and build a better team to be contenders. They got a decent little team this year, but they're not performing. And now Trae Young's injured, and I know that's going to affect his bag going into next season for that extension. But me personally, where I want to see John Morant play at, they even threw around like the Kings being the top interest. I don't want to see him play with the Kings, bro. That shit's overly fried, bro. That shit's overly beat. I don't want to see him play in Atlanta either. I feel like everything John Morant can do, everything that Trae Young can do, John Morant can do the same. I don't think it really makes that big of a difference for the Atlanta Hawks getting John Morant, and it doesn't make a big difference for the Memphis Grizzlies getting Trae Young, bro. I'd rather see both those guys get to other places if they would decide to get traded. I personally want to see John Morant play is probably the Rockets as of right now, in terms of which team needs to play point guard and what team can make a run in the playoffs, and you feel me, who can use his presence. I think the Rockets make the most sense. Obviously the Suns need a point guard, but adding John Morant to that Suns team doesn't make them playoff team no matter what, bro. They will still be a play-in team, so I don't even want to see John Morant go to the Suns. But I think adding John Morant to that Rockets team can really spice that team up and give them a chance to contend. I mean, what are the Rockets' record right now? I'm pretty sure they're around like the 5th seed, 6th seed in the West. I lied, they're the 3rd seed. With 5th, 6th seed, then they're the same shit because that's where the Spurs are at 5-2. So they're really one win away from dropping to fucking the 5th, 6th seed, which is kind of crazy. But obviously they're playing decently well. They started the year off a little shaky in the first 2 games I watched, which I'm pretty sure the first 2 games they lost. Yeah, they lost their first 2 games and won every game since, unless I can't read. No, yeah, I watched them go against the Thunder and the Pistons. Yeah, they lost both those games, and they've been on a 5-game winning streak since. But yeah, they're starting to get it together a little bit, but I still think they need a point guard. And then this trade makes sense, even him going over there into next season, because now we can have Fred VanVleet come off the bench or possibly play the 2, which is where he killed that in Toronto, playing the 2, even though he's a small guard. Have him guard the point guard, you feel me? Have John Morant guard the 2. Um, if they want to play both of them in the same lineup on terms of the defensive end, they have enough talent defensively to, you feel me, throw in both of them in different lineups and see how it works. I just think it makes sense, bro. Because realistically, you start John Morant, you put Fred VanVleet when he comes back off this injury in that 6-man role, he's going to kill, bro. If you put Fred VanVleet into that Lou Will, Jamal Crawford, Jordan Clarkson role right now, he's going to kill, bro. He can easily average 20 coming off the bench and be that microwave scorer like how Jordan Poole was in 2022 before he started for the Warriors, and can really push this team to new limits. I even think going into, if they would get him this season, that they can push the Rockets into contenders again to end up winning the Western Conference and making that push for a KD's third championship. So that's what I think about the John Morant situation. They even said the Timberwolves, it says even right here, John Morant trade would threaten Timberwolves title hopes. I don't know if I would like, entertainment wise and hoop wise, Anthony Edwards and John Morant on the same team would feed fucking families. It'd be fucking highlight moment after highlight moment, news outlets versus news outlets, fucking a bunch of random shit happening, which would be entertaining. But in terms of winning basketball, I don't know if those two can play winning basketball, chat. I ain't gonna lie. So, curious about that. I'm curious to see if Lauri Markkanen finally gets moved this trade deadline, or even randomly within this season, now that Walker Kessler is hurt. And yeah, so I'm curious to see about that. If the Bulls are interested in Lauri Markkanen, so we might get a Lauri Markkanen Chicago return. Wouldn't mind that, depending on what we have to give up. I wouldn't mind seeing a Lauri Markkanen at the 4, Vooch at the 5, or Montes at the 3, Josh Giddey and Kobe White at the 1 and the 2. If we can keep Kobe White and get Lauri Markkanen, I am 1,000% down for that. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, a lot of shit going on in the NBA right now. We're gonna stay tuned and see what's going on. My Warriors have been blowing it. Like I said, I told y'all at the beginning of the season that them not playing Al Horford in back-to-back games are going to cost them, because they're going to lose games that they should win, and it's going to fuck up their record. And with the Western Conference being so tight right now, it's just, we can't be affording to lose games. And now we're the 7th seed because we're 5-4, bro. And the 7th seed is playing, bro. So obviously it's only been 9 games, but it's good to overreact and underreact and try to fix something now than be fucking 75 games in and then we're fucked trying to be contenders and go through the play-in and all this other shit. So yeah, we gonna see what happens with that. Curry's out with an illness. I don't know why the fuck Draymond Green was out. Let's look that up real quick. Oh, no. I'm trying to figure out. So Jimmy Butler's dealing with a lower back strain on his right side. It's questionable to play. And Draymond Green has a right rib contusion. Like, I literally said that this shit was gonna happen, bro. I didn't think it was gonna happen 9 games into the fucking season, but I said it was gonna happen. That's why I said we can't afford to have our Horford sitting out back-to-back games, cause Curry and Jimmy Butler are both known to get injured and miss a little bit of time during the regular season. Usually that shit happens later into the season. Like Curry usually gets injured damn near going into playoffs. So I didn't think it was really going to happen this early. Then Jimmy Butler usually has a little thing going on either right before All-Star break or a little bit right after. And I'm like, we can't afford to be losing back-to-back games this early into the season because we don't have a fucking center with how competitive the Western Conference is. I've been said this shit, bro. It was literally no point in paying Al Horford, or not even paying Al Horford, because I don't give a fuck about that. Get what you weigh, Al Horford. I'm glad you got paid. You feel me? But like, there was no point in getting him if we're not gonna fucking play him, bro. Like, all this low management shit is starting to piss me off, bro. Like, what's the point of low managing a player and we have a chance of not making the playoffs because we're low managing an important piece to our team? I don't understand it, bro. Go sign JaVale McGee or something, DeMarcus Cousins. Let's go find a big. Let's go find an actual big, bro. Shit started to piss me off, man. We could even look into Jaren Jackson, bro. At least, I can't say Jaren Jackson gonna get rebounds. That's the one thing he don't do. But at least we have a defensive big, bro. Another defensive big to help Draymond down low. Draymond won't be a fucking 6'6" fucking center when Al Horford doesn't play. Like, I really just want us to get a big, bro. The NBA is leading into the fucking wing lineups. Look at how big the Rockets are, bro. The average height of the Rockets starting five is 6'8", bro. The Celtics that just won a couple years ago, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, 2 big wings. The Thunder, they're tall as fuck, bro. I believe Shea's like 6'6". They're a point guard. And then J-Dub's like 6'8". Like, and we still want to be trying to play this small ball and getting fucked up because we can't get boards. I just don't understand it, bro. I don't. But it is what it is. That's what all that's going on today. The only game that's on today is the Suns Clippers, I think I saw. Yeah, Suns Clippers, 8 o'clock. This game really doesn't matter, bro. Both these teams will be, like, the Suns will be competing for a play-in spot, and the Clippers, I think, will eventually go on a run. But so far, the Clippers have disappointed me, man. I know Bradley Beal was injured. I don't even know if he's back yet. Let's see if he played in their last game. They're 3-4. Where's their last game? Against the Clippers, November 4th. There was Bradley Beal there. Bradley Beal's still not back. So, yeah, who fucking knows? I do have tickets, though. Bulls, Clippers, to go see them. I want to see James Harden this season. I was really trying to go on a retirement tour, see all the old players I grew up on, but me not buying the LeBron tickets when I seen them for fucking $300 really fucked me because now they're over $1,000. So hopefully I'm able to see Bron next year. Yeah, but hopefully LeBron will retire next year because LeBron announces that retirement tour next year. I won't be seeing Bron play, but it is what it is, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning into the stream. I appreciate y'all for tuning into the reaction. I'm gonna get this bitch up as soon as I get off stream. So if you miss anything, tap into the channel, The Last Rod, on YouTube. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'm out of here.